When Granola wished to be the strongest in the entire universe, they probably weren't accounting for a fusion between Goku and Vegeta, meaning even if this battle concludes with Granola beating Goku and then Vegeta stepping up and Vegeta losing, they very well could fuse into Gogeta and beat the living snot out of Granola. Now before we get into that, let's first talk about Goku finishing his fight with Granola. As we saw in the latest Dragon Ball Super manga chapter, Goku has been trying to use Ultra Instinct in his base form and then in Super Saiyan God, but it still clearly wasn't enough. And Granola has stated that he's only shown a fraction of his powers. He can get exponentially stronger. We haven't seen all of his abilities yet, and he's obviously going to be able to go way deeper into his resource pool. But so can Goku. Right now, Goku's about to fight in Super Saiyan Blue. Undoubtedly, he's going to lose that fight, as Granola really is the strongest in the universe at the moment. This will ultimately force Goku to use the silver-haired form in order to compete with Granola, but at that point, Granola very well may remove his eyepiece and end up winning that battle. Undoubtedly, Vegeta will step up after, maybe using his destruction power to get one good hit on Granola, although it's pretty clear that Vegeta will lose as well. Undoubtedly, Vegeta will point to himself, which means he's going to get annihilated. If Goku loses this fight with Granola, Vegeta certainly can't beat Granola. Vegeta learned some Hakai power, but it didn't really boost his power level like Ultra Instinct does for Goku, so I really don't see any reason or any way why Vegeta would be able to get the upper hand on Granola when Goku can't. So undoubtedly, Vegeta will lose as well. That's if the fight goes that way. It's possible that when we get to the battle between Ultra Instinct Goku and Granola, the fight very well may get interrupted. If the sky goes dark and E-like and company of the Heaters are using the Dragon Balls to make their own wish, it's very possible that they stop fighting each other right there, since Granola is not a bad guy, and then maybe they have to team up in order to take on the Heaters. That's a big theory of mine, is that the Heaters are going to use the same wish that Granola had in order to become the new strongest in the universe, and Granola is going to end up teaming up with Goku and Vegeta to take them down. I think the Heaters are the real enemy of this arc. But that's only if the fight gets interrupted. If it's not, and Goku loses in the silver-haired form, which technically he shouldn't, because Mira said you can't lose to anyone if you use Ultra Instinct, but say Goku loses, say Vegeta loses, and then they fuse into Gogeta. This would be the first time we've seen Gogeta since the Broly movie. Now, in the manga, they did not draw anything about the Broly movie. They just had a single page which referred to the events of the Broly movie. But that doesn't mean that they can't introduce Gogeta here in the manga. While Gogeta may or may not be able to use the silver-haired form, I can almost guarantee you that he could use the closing his eyes aspect of Ultra Instinct while he's fused. But would he even need that? That's the real question. Would he even need to tap into Ultra Instinct to take on Granola? It's a good question because we haven't seen the heights of Granola's power so far. This guy can move faster than instant movement, whatever that means. I don't know if it means he's going forward in time or something like that. Like, can he manipulate time? Like, how can you be faster than instant movement? But somehow he can do that. If the full capabilities of Granola are completely out of this world, we very well may need Ultra Instinct Gogeta in the end. Now, if and when we get Ultra Instinct Gogeta, it's almost certain that he will completely and utterly smash the living crap out of Granola. I don't see any way, no matter how strong Granola is, that he'd be able to take on an Ultra Instinct Gogeta. We saw how strong Gogeta was versus Broly. Once Gogeta turned Super Saiyan Blue, he was pretty much just toying around with Broly the rest of the time. So if we get even that form of Gogeta, the blue Gogeta that completely stomped and smashed Broly all over the place, there's no doubt in my mind that he will be able to surpass Granola, but they could very well give us the Ultra Instinct version just to stick the dagger in a few more inches. Ultra Instinct Gogeta would be the new strongest in the entire universe. Potentially even strong enough to take on Whis. That would be a really good fight. But as long as Gogeta is canon, it's always going to be a tool that's left in their pocket. Goku and Vegeta very well may lose against Granola. They'll each take their turns, and if the fight doesn't get interrupted, their only real option is to either escape or fuse into Gogeta. Ultra Instinct Gogeta is something fans have wanted to see for a very long time, pretty much ever since Ultra Instinct was revealed. And in the manga, in order to sell more, they like to continually give fans service, which ensures that they will come back and keep reading. What's a big way to do that? Give us Ultra Instinct Gogeta. They know Gogeta sells. Dragon Ball Super Broly did phenomenal, so it's very possible that they bring him back specifically for this fight, but it probably won't be the final fight of the entire arc. Again, I believe the final fight of the entire arc very well will be the Heaters versus Goku, Vegeta, and Granola, and possibly even Frieza too. So Gogeta very well may need to just beat the crap out of Granola to get him to calm down and listen to them so that they can exchange stories and figure out how they were played by the Heaters. Even if Granola somehow is able to beat the silver-haired form of Goku, what that would mean firstly is that Goku still has a long way to go in his Ultra Instinct form, because maybe that if you achieve Ultra Instinct you'll be the strongest in the universe and nobody can beat you, but he wasn't accounting for the fact that Goku is still low on the tier in terms of Ultra Instinct. Personally, I don't think that Goku should lose an Ultra Instinct versus Granola, but right now Granola is way more OP than we even imagined. Being able to essentially predict how Goku's body is going to move with Ultra Instinct and counter it perfectly by striking a vital point, being able to move faster than instant movement, whatever the heck that means, and an incredibly overpowered eye, which I don't think we've even begun to see the full capabilities of yet. So it's extremely possible that he beats Goku in Goku's silver-haired form. And again, I don't see any way that Vegeta would be able to do anything if Goku in the silver-haired form can't win, meaning that Gogeta would be the only option for victory. But there's zero doubt in my mind that Gogeta, especially a silver-haired Ultra Instinct Gogeta, would beat the living snot out of Granola. So here's how I expect Gogeta to be introduced. Goku goes all the way into his silver-haired form and still somehow loses. Vegeta steps up, does some cool stuff with his Hakai power, but he also loses, and then they fuse. Granola won't be scared at all because he thinks that he's the strongest in the universe, but what he forgot about was when he made the wish, Goku and Vegeta were not fused together. So as the battle commences, Granola realizes that he's losing this fight, and this fusion, this Gogeta, is so powerful he can't wrap his head around it. The look and the expression of fear and terror and surprise on his face is going to be priceless for us readers as Gogeta pummels the living crap out of him, and he's not going to understand why he's not the strongest. Did this dragon lie to me? What exactly is going on? Gogeta will undoubtedly tell him why he's so powerful and why Granola is not the strongest, ultimately with Gogeta defeating Granola and getting him to chill the F out. After that point, Goku and Vegeta will defuse and they'll talk with Granola. They'll figure out that they were both played, and perhaps at that point, that's when the sky goes dark. Elec makes his wish. All of the Heaters become as strong, or if not stronger than even Granola, and Goku, Vegeta, and Granola must team up in order to fight them. Now, how would they defeat 4 Granolas essentially? That's a really good question. I have no idea, and I'm excited to find out how. But if Ultra Instinct Gogeta doesn't come here in this battle with Granola, it very well may come in order to defeat the Heaters, and that would be extra exciting. I'm Mastar. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up. I hope you did. I hope you're subscribed. If you're not, that would be a big help to me as well, and I'll see you guys soon for some more videos.